Good morning once again, and welcome to the Moreno Valley Val Verde Student of the Month Breakfast. My name is Karina Zermino, and I sit on the Student of the Month Committee, and I'm here this morning also representing Altura Credit Union. The purpose of this program is to recognize and honor our students for their character, love of learning, commitment to academics, in addition to their involvement in school and community activities, and or their ability to overcome difficult life circumstances. Before we get started with our program, I would like to introduce to you Harold Accord from the Moreno Valley Teachers Association, who will lead us in the pledge. Please stand.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. I am Harold Accord. I'm the president of the Moreno Valley Educators Association, and this is my 31st year teaching and working with the students here in Moreno Valley. The Moreno Valley Educators Association congratulates every single one of you who's receiving an award today. We're very excited that you're here, and we're happy to be part of honoring the students who work so hard in being part of this community. Thank you very much.
And excuse me, I just need a program. Do you mind if I borrow yours? Thank you. I would also like to take a quick moment to introduce our committee members. If you could please hold your applause until all of our committee members have been introduced. From Moreno Valley Chamber of Commerce, Oscar Valdepeña. I know you guys just want to clap for him, but let's hold that. We could clap in our mind. From Moreno Valley Unified School District, who is no longer with us, and we still have him on the program, but we want to thank Ken Wagner for being with us. From Moreno Valley College, Julio Gonzalez. From Moreno Valley Unified School District, Anna Morton. From Val Verde Unified School District, Laura Zabelski. From Moreno Valley Educators Association, Harold Accord. From Altura Credit Union, Cheryl Benjamin. From Eastern Municipal Water District, Malia Ortlaw. And from County Supervisor Marian Ashley's office, Amber Smalley. Thank you to our committee members. I ask that everybody look in their program, and if you're not sure what sponsor level you are, sponsors that are present, please just open up your program, and you'll see on the right the Summa Cum Laude, Doctoral, Master, Bachelor's, GED sponsor. If you're a sponsor here with us this morning, please stand and introduce yourself. And don't be shy. No sponsors? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Harold Accord again, Moreno Valley Educators Association. We're very pleased to sponsor this very important event for our community.
Thank you.
We are so proud of all of the students, and we are so honored to be a part of it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carlos Lopez. I'm with Moreno Valley College, and really awesome to see such great work with students in our community, and we're really happy to be a partner and a sponsor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oscar, get up and talk about the options.
Cheryl Benjamin, I'm here from Altura Credit Union, and we're really proud to sponsor this breakfast. Thank you.
Just when a board member asks you to stand up, so I sometimes forget I'm not just the president of the chamber, but I'm actually president of the Morning Office Club of Moreno Valley, which we're one of the high sponsors, and we're all about we're a friend of youth in the community. We're glad to support the students of the month.
And if you look in your program, you have many sponsors that support our Student of the Month. And even though financially and economically we still see a struggle, these companies have stepped up and believe in our future of our students and support us. So please support them as well when you're out in the community trying to determine a choice of where to donate money or to shop. Also, we have volunteers, and I'd like to thank our official Student of the Month photographer from Moreno Valley Unified School District, Chris Weddle, and he's back here. From Val Verde Unified School District, Jonathan Nunez and his team of students. Our website support, Mike Christie, he is not with us this morning, but yes, there is a website and your pictures will be posted along with the video. So thanks to Mike Christie for doing that for our Student of the Month. And Trophies, Anity's Trophies in Hemet. We thank them all. A special thanks to Sizzlers. As you imagine, they do not normally open for breakfast, but they open specially for our Student of the Month. So we thank them as well. We also like to thank our gift sponsors for providing these beautiful bags and a bunch of treats in there for all of our students today. So you guys get to walk away with these awesome bags. In the bags, you will find certificates. And dignitaries from throughout Riverside County make it here this morning and provide you, I would say, anywhere from 7 to 10 different certificates that are beautiful. I have my favorite. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I'm sure you will as well. I tell all of the students every month, put these up in your parents' wall, like the first wall when they wake up and that wall they see, because you're going to go to college and you're going to call your parents, grandparents many, many times and say, you know, can I have an extra $50, $100? And they're going to say, absolutely not. I give you so much money, blah, blah, blah. You know, you've heard it all. And you tell them, look at the wall. I deserve this extra $100. I've worked hard. So just make sure you do that. And you also go on our website, and the website is on the back of the program, and you'll find your picture there. And you can print your picture 8 by 10, 11 by 16, and put it in your principal's office. You know, I would totally recommend that. That also works as leeway, because it reminds them you were Student of the Month. So thank you to all our sponsors. We really, truly appreciate your support in the program. I also like to thank the dignitaries that are here present with us this morning. From Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Pete Cervantes. From Senator Richard Roth's office, Mr. Alti Hokum. From Moreno Valley College, we have Carlos Lopez, VP of Academic Affairs. From Assemblyman Jose Medina's office, Tiffany Tran. Board member, Moreno Valley Unified School District, Cleveland Johnson. Board member of Moreno Valley Unified School District, Gary Baugh. Board member of Val Verde Unified School District, Julio Gonzalez. And I'm not sure if we have a superintendent from Moreno Valley Unified School District or a representative. No. Okay, we also this morning have from Val Verde Unified School District, Mr. Mark Lenore. And you've met several times already this morning from Moreno Valley Education Association, Harold Accord. We also have this morning, which you also have met, from Moreno Valley Chamber of Commerce, Oscar Valdepeña. From Supervisor Marian Ashley's office, Amber Smalley. And last but surely not least, from Moreno Valley Police Department, and we thank you for your service in keeping our streets safe, Lieutenant Clark. Gosh, I knew I should have become a police officer. I would have got those cheers. I was too scared. I thought, I don't think I could ever shoot a gun. So if I missed anyone, please just let me know. I'm really good at doing that. But now for the portion of the program that we came here for, and this is for our students to share with us. And in advance, I want to thank all the students because it's not an easy thing to stand up here and share your story with a room full of strangers. But I'll tell you one powerful thing that your story does for all the adults here in the room and beyond is it gives us the drive to move forward and the courage to do so, because these 16, 17, 18-year-old students come here and talk about your struggles and how you overcame them. It empowers our day to want to move forward and continue with our strives. So thank you again for sharing. Quick house rules. Sometimes I know we don't like each other, but we're going to stand together as close as possible because we want the picture to show your family members, not like your dad cut off halfway or your principal, just his shoulder. So stand as close as possible. We can have 2 on each side. Also, this is being videotaped, so yes, you will find your video online and on YouTube and all that fun stuff, so you want to make sure everyone's in. This is adjustable, so you feel free to move it. Just don't take it off because there is another mic for the video. Any other house rules that I can think of? The bathrooms are right behind me. And enjoy yourself. Stay calm. I know it's hard for me to do, but I'm asking you guys to do it. And just don't forget to share what your future plans are, where you plan on going to college, what have you given back to the community. Students, this is your floor. If there's any teachers or principals, the principals know the drill, but teachers, you have no more than a minute to speak, and I know that is very difficult. So thank you so much. I would like to call the first school, which is Bayside High School, Dr. Henry Herrera, principal, and his student, Margaret Montes, and family.
Good morning, everybody. Congratulations to all students of the month. We want to welcome you guys. Very proud to be here. Margaret Montes. Margaret came to Bayside in August of 2016, having only 55 credits. She needed 170 credits to graduate. While at Bayside, Margaret's continued to grow and improve her skills to be successful in life. Margaret's attendance is unbelievably excellent. She's one of our best attending students. She has continued to grow and improve her skills in order to be successful in life. Her grades are unbelievable since she's arrived at Bayside. She has now carried a 3.33 grade point average. It's a pleasure to introduce Ms. Margaret Montes as one of Bayside's outstanding Titans and our Student of the Month.
Good morning. Thank you for considering me as Bayside Student of the Month. I have come a long way since I started my journey here at Bayside. Coming into Bayside, I had an extremely low amount of credits and very low self-confidence in myself and my capabilities. I was too concerned about hanging with the wrong crowds, and more often than not, I found myself in trouble. Coming to Bayside, I realized that staff and faculty of the school really do care about the success of their students. I'm actually proud of myself of how far I've come and how much progress I have made, not only in my grades, but also in my attitude. Now that I'm at the end of my journey at Bayside, I find myself able to say a few things that I never would think that would be in reality. Like, I'm going to be graduating from high school and will be having the honor of going into the Air Forces after graduating. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Debbie Marsh. I am the ASB director at Bayside. And I was watching Margaret in other classes and asked her if she would like to join ASB. And she's been an incredible leader. She helps a lot in our blood drives, any other activities we do. You don't have to tell her what to do. She's always right there willing to do it. Her attitude's incredible, and she's one of those that picked up on the fact that Bayside can be life-changing, and she's incredible, and she figured that out, and she's got a great future.
My name is Juan Peña. I'm a little shaky. I'm so proud of my granddaughter. Thank you.
Sorry, got me excited. I'd like to introduce the next principal from Canyon Springs High School, Ms. Tamara Kerr.
Good morning. I was just checking the program here and find out who's after me while I was waiting, because I forgot about that part too. It's an honor to be here this morning with our student of the month, Rosie Martinez. She's here with her sister Esmeralda Martinez and teacher Caitlin Beeman, who nominated her for this honor. Rosie has always been a strong student, so academics has never been an issue with her. She currently carries a 4.38 GPA. Her challenge was a little different. Her sister was telling me this morning about how shy she was as an elementary student, where she wouldn't come up for awards. She would be absent that day and then get her award later because she didn't want to be in front of people. So for her to be standing in front of you today speaking is truly amazing. And she's just an awesome kid, Rosie Martinez.
Hello and good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here. First of all, I would like to thank my guests for being here, Ms. Kerr, and my amazing teacher, Ms. Beeman, and my sister, who I really admire much. As a senior in high school, the past few years have been very important to me and shaping me into who I am. When I first came in as a freshman in high school, I was extremely shy and insecure. I struggled with anxiety, and still do to this day, but not to the extent that I did before. I really avoided joining any activities or clubs my freshman year just because I had much fear of just being out there in social activities. However, thanks to my sister, I learned to push myself out there. I decided to join many clubs. I became the art club president at my school, and I've been able to deal with my anxiety and fears of just being in front of people and giving out speeches. 4 years ago, doing this would have been extremely difficult for me. And I'm very glad that I've been able to just push myself out of my comfort zone. It has definitely been one of the greatest lessons I have learned these past years. And it's something that I will carry on to college. In regards to college, I have applied to a few, such as UCLA, UCR, Kelsey Fullerton, and more. I am not certain on where I will be deciding to attend. And for my career path, I'm not certain on that as well, but I am interested in biopsychology and nursing, so something within those fields. And I feel that my greatest contribution has been representing my school through community involvement. Through my clubs, such as Art Club, we do volunteer to go face paint at elementary schools whenever they have reading events. And we participated in the Day of the Dead event over at the Moreno Valley Recreation Center. There was a real estate agency who really enjoyed what we were doing, and so they decided to interview my club advisor and I about our school and the club and everything, and they made a video for us and posted it on YouTube. So it was a really great honor and pride to be able to represent my school, Canyon Springs High School, that way, through showing our hard work and effort in community involvement. And last but not least, thank you for having me here, and thank you to the sponsors in attendance.
Good morning. My name is Esmeralda. I'm Rosie's sister, and I'm very, very proud of her. As she mentioned, she was someone very shy. I couldn't get her to accept the awards at school when she, academic achievements. But she's come a long way now. She's a totally different person. Whenever there's an opportunity to volunteer in the community for any kind of volunteer work, if she's able to do it, she's the first one to say, I'll go, can I go, can you drive me? And so I'm very, very proud of her achievements.
Good morning, my name is Caitlin Beeman. I'm Rosie's English teacher. I had the pleasure of being her English teacher her freshman year and now her senior year, so I have seen that progression and it's been amazing. She's incredibly bright, she's articulate, she's a brilliant writer. One of the best talents that she has, in my opinion, is she's an amazing artist, and you're all going to be buying her work someday if she decides to sell it in the future. I already have a piece, so I'm saving it because it's going to be worth a lot of money one day. But the most important thing for me about Rosie is her big heart. She is the art club president, as was mentioned. She's a member of our Academy of Creative Technology. She's a part of the Anti-Bullying Club, the American Sign Language Club, and she represents all of those clubs very well. She cares about her fellow students. She cares about our community and our school, and she's a great representative of Moreno Valley. So congratulations. I'm very proud of you, Rosie.
I'd like to introduce Principal Eric Simpson, I apologize, from Citrus Hill High School. That's the student. Esteban Lizarraga, thank you. Let's see if I can mess this up anymore.
I'm sure Eric will be principal one day, so we can just kind of predict the future there. Good morning, everyone. First of all, congratulations to all the Student Month recipients. This is always a pleasure to come and see and hear the different stories. I do want to recognize Eric's parents. I know that we have an amazing student because of the work that his parents have done. Also acknowledge here our ASB director, who's a big part of influencing as far as the work at school, and that is Mr. Johnson. Now, one of the things as an educator that I get to explain to those who aren't educators is I get to go to work. I get to work with Citrus Hill staff and students. I get to work with students like Eric Simpson. Eric Simpson not only does the work in the class, AP, all his grades, stay on top of it as a senior, graduation, he also does a lot of countless hours in leadership outside of the classroom. He is a leader on our color guard, which has been recognized in competitions this year. And I see it, I see the leadership he exhibits out there with a lot of the young students in color guard. So the countless hours he puts in, not just to the team, but to students. He's also a part of our ASB. And for those, I know all of you high school know the importance of school culture, and a lot of our school culture is driven by our ASB. And these students often don't get recognized enough with all the countless hours. In fact, yesterday we had a blood drive, and Eric's running around, getting things ready, helping us in the office. And so it's not just the academic piece, it's that servant leadership that Eric exhibits every single day at Citrus Hill High School. So without further ado, please join me in congratulating Mr. Eric Simpson as Citrus Hill High School Student of the Month.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank Principal Lizarraga for giving me this Student of the Month award. I think that my greatest contribution to my school would be that in ASB, as the Commissioner of Activities, one of my biggest jobs is to improve the school culture. Whether that be through more student recognition, improving school spirit, or increasing student involvement. And through the leadership of Mr. Johnson, along with other students in ASB, we have seen a big change in our school culture in the 4 years that I have been at Citrus, and I believe that that is my biggest contribution to my school. The biggest lesson that I have learned and am excited to take with me to college, and it was not one that was easy to learn, was that it is easier to stay caught up than it is to fall behind and then have to catch up. And it's as straightforward as it sounds, because like most students, there have been times where I've fallen behind and it was much harder to catch up than it was for me to not fall behind to begin with. I've applied to many schools, however, my top 3 schools would have to be San Diego State, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and UC Riverside. I plan to major in business administration with an emphasis in marketing management. Some of my reasons that I have decided to major in business is not only do I find business very interesting, but being a business major, you'll gain many transferable skills that will and can be used in a variety of different career business fields. Once again, I'd like to thank the sponsors for putting on this event.
Ooh, an open mic to talk about Eric. Yes! First of all, it's flannel day, everybody, and where's your flannel? Because Eric commanded it, so it's flannel day at the Hill today, and I'm ready to go, so good job, Eric. I'm very proud of this young man. To quote a staff member that we all love there, when he first came to Citrus, hot mess would be what I would say, because he was overcommitted and couldn't get anything done because he was trying to do everything. And what I'm really proud of him about is that he's learned to control that, get time management. All the awards you've already heard, all the things that he does at our school, he runs the school, I just look good. So he actually puts on all the events with his staff. He's done an amazing job. I'm so proud of him. He's so talented at color guard. You should see this guy throw a rifle saber in the air and catch it every time. And I just couldn't be more proud of this young man. Thank you to his parents for the million hours that he puts in at the Hill and all the countless rides. And so, sis, got big shoes to fill. So, congrats, Eric. You deserve this. And thank you guys for being here today and recognizing him. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Eric Simpson, his dad. I'm super proud of him. He's always been an overachiever. He always puts his 110% towards everything, and I'm glad that you guys acknowledge him, and thank you for everything.
Okay, next up, I'd like to introduce Mr. Sean McMurray, principal of March Mountain High School.
Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, our student could not make it this morning. She's taken her 4-month son into the doctor's, got that regular flu that's going around with everybody. If there was any way I could describe Janet Hernandez on my campus, she embodies the word perseverance, both on and off campus. 2 days after she gave birth to her son, she was on the phone with teachers. What does this question mean? What do you mean? What's this here? I need some guidance on this. Keeping her grades up, making sure that during the pregnancy that she had some illnesses during the pregnancy, and then afterwards making sure she kept up on her studies, making sure she was earning her credits and she was on track to graduate. When I sat down and talked with her, I asked her about her greatest challenge, and that was keeping her grades up despite becoming pregnant and then also giving birth to her son. And also she wishes she would have listened to her parents a little bit more. And that when they told her that it's not going to be easy, she wished she wouldn't just kind of have gone, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. And she kind of would have taken that advice to heart because she's really learned some lessons over the last year. She plans on going to Moreno Valley College when she graduates with us in June. And she wants to go into the medical field and become a dental hygienist. She has a 4-month-old son that's the apple of her eye. And she's very, very proud to be a student at March Mountain. And she wanted to also have her teacher, Dr. Thomas, who's in charge of our CalSafe program, give you a little bit of information about her.
Yeah, I'm the shirt lady on campus. Janet is an amazing young woman. To meet her is to love her because she's very determined, she's very sweet, and she asks questions. She doesn't just sit back and try to figure it out. If she can't figure it out, she'll ask, and then she'll ask you again for clarification, and then she'll ask you again to make sure she heard you right the first 2 or 3 times. One of the things that I really, really admire about Janet is even when she's tired, because when she was pregnant, she was sick. Like she was really sick, and I could tell, but I can't diagnose. I'm just like, ooh, baby, you need to go to the doctor. And she was like, I have to finish school. But she ended up delivering her baby. She had what they call preeclampsia, which is really, really dangerous. And she came right back to school in 2 days. We were like, really? But she's that determined to finish, and I'm proud of her. I think she has all A's, isn't she? She's a 4.0, and she's amazing. I love her. I wish all the students were like her. Thank you.
We're going to do a special ceremony at our February staff meeting and recognize her with the certificates and the gifts that we're giving here today for her. So we'll celebrate her there so she isn't forgotten. I want to introduce to you Mr. Julio Gonzalez from Moreno Valley College.
Good morning, and students, family members, congratulations. This is definitely an amazing recognition of all the great work that students are doing, and the parents, guardians, the support is helping them shape their lives. Our student of the month, I'm gonna apologize because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna mess up the last name, but it's Royford Murinki. Okay. All right. Royford is the most respectful young man I have met so far. He is hard worker. He's a hard worker, committed, and so far I believe that he's missed about that many days of school, which is just demonstrates his determination. In our program, he comes to us from Moreno Valley High School, and in our program, he's really taken advantage of the opportunities where he has earned a 3.76 college GPA, has completed 42 college units, which is more than 1 year worth of college, and he hasn't graduated yet from high school. And he's scheduled to finish this spring with 58 college units, which, why is that important? 2 more units, and that's 2 years of college as he's graduating. So, again, it's just such a great kid. I could spend many more minutes than the 1 minute I'm allowed to talk about him, but I'll let him share a little about himself. So, without any further ado, Roy, go for it.
Good morning, everybody. Well, as you know, my name is Roy from Moriongi. I joined MCHS in 10th grade from Canyon Springs High School. And I had recently moved from Kenya, it's in Africa. And the change was hard at first. I didn't know anybody. It was kind of, I didn't know where to go. The classes were kind of I had to get used to the classes, and yeah, it was kind of a mess. But after a while, I got used to it. And after getting into the program, I was able to meet the students, the teachers. It was amazing, and yeah, as I am now. I plan to go to a 4-year college within California. I haven't decided on which one, but it probably at UC, and yeah, I want to stay close to my family, and I plan on getting a bachelor's, then master's, and hopefully a professional within computer science. And the most significant life lesson is I shouldn't be afraid to fail. In 9th grade when I came, it was kind of hard. I kind of failed my math class. And this following semester, I pulled myself together, and I was able to get an A. So yeah, it wasn't. And I'm currently the treasurer for my church, KSCC. Thank you, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. I have pleasure to be in front of this great program. I wish to thank the organizers of the program. Thank you so much for doing this, because it is a great honor. And I think we never expected it, although our son Roy has made us proud. We are very proud of him for sure. He has so many challenges, as he has said. We recently came from Kenya. We are barely 4 years in America. And those changes were not simple for him. Relocating from Africa, from the school he was, coming to a different, different system. And also when he came to America, there were still some challenges to make us stable in the place. We had no job. As you know, when somebody comes, you come with nothing. So we came, we settled in Riverside, Eastville in Corona. Eastville, it's a new city within Corona. And we stayed there for some time. He joined our school there. Soon we had not to stay there because we were just housed by somebody. We had to go to relocate to San Diego, where I got a caregiving job, simple, so that we can start off. After that, Roy joined, it was a very good school, high school, Poway High School. He was so good, he was doing well. We are happy that he was able to catch up quickly. And then after that, I had to come back to Moreno Valley to join school. We had no alternative because we couldn't make our hands meet. We needed at least to come back to get something that we can get at least a bit of employment for the future of our great son. So we had to relocate again, Roy again, from that nice school to this place. We thought he would never make it. But at Canyon Springs, he started his he started catching up to now that he is in college. We are very happy and proud of him for the challenges and the way the 5 years gone. Actually, the greatest challenge I can, as a parent, the way we observe, Roy socially he lacks company because we came, we are new, we have been moving here and there. He didn't get chance to have maybe good friends to stay with and such. He has friends, yes, but not like where we stay. The siblings, some of them are back in Africa. I know he misses them so much. The brother we came with is in a different state now. So he is left with us, the old mom and dad. So he is a good person. If given a chance, I know he will make it. And we are very, very proud. And thank you everybody for that. I had to come from far, so I'm trying to make my ends meet in Northern California. I drove from there yesterday because I was working. I have to drive back again today because I'm still working tonight. But it is something that I had to sacrifice for our dear son. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, Canyon Springs, not Moreno Valley High School. My apologies. Next, I would like to introduce Ms. Latasha Brown, principal of Moreno Valley High School.
Good morning. I'd like to present to you Moreno Valley High School Student of the Month, Mr. Eduardo Martinez, who is accompanied by his mother, Mrs. Elva Negrete, and father, Mr. Eduardo Martinez, Sr. When I recommended Eduardo for Student of the Month, I thought about what someone told me. It's not about who we think we are that impedes us the most. It's about who we think we are not. Eduardo has undergone some challenges, has undergone some intimidation, some bullying by those who felt that he was undeserving of his academic standing. And then Eduardo felt like it wasn't okay to be so great. But I wanted to motivate Eduardo and let him know it is okay to be great. And it is awesome to walk in your excellence. Eduardo has a 4.8 GPA. He has been characterized by his teachers as caring, creative, polite, brilliant, and an outstanding leader who encourages his peers to be their best. Eduardo wants to be a pre-med major. He has applied to over 9 colleges and universities, which includes 4 UCs, several colleges on the East Coast, and Pomona College. Eduardo enjoys soccer. He is a member of our STEAM club, a member of National Honor Society, a member of our Interact Club, and he's a part of our Ballet Folklorico team. In addition to that, he volunteers his time to the elementary school, Armada Elementary, to help those students learn Ballet Folklorico as well. Eduardo not only participates in these extracurricular activities, but through all of his challenges, he has maintained his 4.8 GPA grade average. So I shared with Eduardo yesterday, and I gave him a quote. And I said, Eduardo, geniuses are admired. Men of character are trusted. So I present to you Eduardo Martinez, our genius with character.
Hello and good morning. My name is Eduardo Martinez. I'm accompanied today by my mother and my father. Entering high school was like entering the unknown. I didn't know what was going to occur. I didn't know what challenges I would face. And once I was actually there, I was pretty surprised by what happened. Although I had to overcome some problems and some challenges, as Ms. Brown noted, I always had the support of my mother and my father there to help me, like guide me through them, and they were always there to help me, and so was the faculty and the students. It was really great, like the environment at school, because I was able to feel, like, be myself, feel who I wanted to be. I shouldn't be afraid to express myself, and the people there like really helped me grow out of my shell and like become who I am today. I'd say one of my greatest contributions to myself would be, as Ms. Brown noted, volunteering at the elementary school. I educated the youth on how they could express themselves through a form of dance, and that's something that to myself I'm very proud of today. I currently plan on attending the college, the University of California, Los Angeles, and I'd like to study pre-med because I've always been interested in studying something that allows me to help the population, and yeah, it's something that I really enjoy. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to the sponsors today for sponsoring this event, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Selva Negrete, and I'm Eduardo's mom. What can I say about him? Like I said, I'm very, very proud of him. Not all, because of the GPA, but he's a great human being. Eduardo is an outstanding scholar. He's dedicated, intelligent, persistent, and responsible. Most importantly, he's an amazing human being. He's noble, kind, helpful, and loving. He's very active in the community, like he said. He is a tutor for the elementary school kids, and he also teaches folklorico dance. And I just want to thank everyone that made this possible, to all the sponsors. Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Eduardo Martinez. I'm not good at speech, but I'm so proud. I love my kids. I love all my kids, but especially Eduardo. So thank you so much. And thank you, Moreno High School.
I now present to you the principal of Rancho Verde High School, Dr. Sherrill McCary.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to all the Student of the Month recipients. I'm very honored to present Rancho Verde High School Student of the Month, Mr. Victor Saldana Limas. Victor is a senior with us at Rancho, an amazing young man. Academically, he's at the top of his class. He's one of our valedictorians this year. An amazing accomplishment. Outside the classroom, he exemplifies the type of student we hope to see all our students be at Rancho Verde. One who's committed academically, but also to being a true part of the community. He's found his place in several ways in our community at Rancho. He's part of our AVID program, but he's also part of our robotics program too. He was sharing with me over breakfast that he actually helped create our robotics club robot, a real robot that actually moves around, and they take him off to elementary schools for visits. Reggie, right? Yeah. Reggie the robot. So he helped create that last year. Just an amazing young man who I know will be accomplishing many great things once he graduates from high school. Victor Saldana Limas.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Victor Saldana. I'm the eldest of my the eldest son of my parents, Jose and Maria Saldana, and I just want to say I just want to let you guys know that how lucky and fortunate I feel to be here and to be in my academic position that I am right now. And the reason why is because I originally come from a little town, agricultural town back in the southern tip of Sinaloa, Mexico, and in this place, education really isn't pushed towards kids because they don't have the ability to do good in school. And the reason why I say this is because they have to help the family first of all, and that's the main priority for them. And they just live on the poverty level. They live on the poverty level, and the only option they have is to start working in the fields because of family needs and their financial inability to afford higher education. This was the case with my parents, and the reason why they weren't able to surpass the elementary level. And instead of moving on to the next grade after elementary school, they had to go to work in order to help their parents sustain their family. And this is why I feel so fortunate to be here because this was also supposed to be my life. If my parents weren't given the opportunity to give me citizenship in the United States, I would currently be working in the same fields they did, instead of being here receiving this recognition. Instead of dreaming about going to college, I'll be dreaming of coming to the United States in hopes of a better future. And this isn't the case though, thanks to the work ethic and the moral support that my parents have given onto me. I have the goal now of attaining a degree in mechanical engineering while considering the chance to pursue a PhD as well. And with this, I hope to accomplish one thing back home. And with agriculture being the main source of income, people need a durable and reliable vehicle to be able to get them through the treacherous terrain. A typical truck does not last long due to the harsh environments there. And I hope to enter the automotive industry to design vehicles for a company or even to start my own company. And to give everyone an opportunity to have a successful season without the worry of a broken down car, so that they could actually have profit off what they made. But my passion was fueled by the story of Sakichi Toyoda, a Japanese inventor that started the Toyota loom factory to manufacture textile machines to help his elderly mother. The company eventually expanded onto what we now know as the Toyota Motor Company. I believe that it is my duty as the first member of my family to go to college to be able to give them a better life, and as well as showing this society in these chaotic times that we immigrants are capable of doing anything we want as long as we're given the opportunity. We aren't here to cause any harm, but just to contribute to this country, all with the simple aim of attaining our American dream. Those are the words that gave my parents the courage to make the move over to the U.S. in order to give my siblings and I a better life, and that is the only reason why I have been able to achieve what I have done. I would like to conclude with the thank you to my parents. Without their love and continued support, I would not have been able to achieve this recognition. I would like to thank all the teachers and staff at Rancho Verde High School for the assistance and knowledge they have given me throughout these last couple of years, and I would like to thank the board for this award. It means a lot that the work I have put has been recognized. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm not a good speaker, but I want to thanks to the Rancho Verde High School for all they're doing for my son. I know I don't have the time to give my son all the help he needs, but I try to support him as much as my time let me help him. I know it's not easy for me, and I really sometimes I feel like I have the time for him, but as I say, I support him as much as I can. Thank you very much.
From Val Verde High School, Mr. Steve Coelho.
Hi, good morning. Students, amazing stories, amazing accomplishments. Congratulations to you. And for my student, Miss Kayla Betson, what can I say? She came to us struggling, as a lot of our students do, but soon thereafter, once she got a taste of our students, our teachers, and our wonderful staff, she turned things around. With the help and support of her mom, which was there the whole time, supporting her and raising her up, she turned things around. She made a decision to not only wake up every morning, 4 o'clock, catch a city bus from Hemet to come out to Paris and get straight A's, have perfect attendance, and be able to graduate in December, a semester earlier than most of her students, is amazing. And for that, she is being recognized for that, Ms. Kayla Benson.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kayla Benson. This is an honor to be here, and I want to thank everybody that made it possible, including myself. My high school life was a struggle for me because I caught the bus every day for 2 years from Hemet to Paris. Even though it was a struggle, I still maintained good grades, became an early grad. Not only did I graduate early, I graduated with a 4.0. I didn't let none of my friends peer pressure me, let me ditch, none of that. I want to give a special thanks to my principal, Mr. Coelho, and Ms. Tofu, but she's not here right now, but I still appreciate her. They've always been there for me, and also I want to thank my mom. Without her motivation and being on my head all the time, none of this would be possible. She pushed me when I didn't feel like being pushed. Hard work's honestly paid off. I love you, Mom. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Georgette Amagoo, the mother of Kayla Betson. I am so proud of my daughter. She came a long way. 9th and 10th grade was not a good year for her, but we had to talk, and she got it together. I told her how important school is, and you know, you want good things in life, so you need to continue. And I'm just continue the good work. You know, this is just the beginning, and I love you.
I love you too.
And now from Valley View High School, Miss Karen Johnson.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Valley View High School Student of the Month, Mr. Josiah Wallace. You know, I want to quote Dr. Martin Luther King when I'm speaking about Josiah. He says this, "If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But by all means, keep on moving." That embodies, Josiah embodies that particular quote. So much so, the day that I go to his classroom to announce the Student of the Month, he wasn't there. He picked that day to move. So I went to the next classroom, and he wasn't there. And I'm like, where is Josiah? Why would he pick this day to be truant from his classroom? I joked with him about it. He wasn't truant. For Josiah is not only just an academic student who is in the top 15% of his class with over 4.3 GPA, but Josiah is a well-rounded student, and he was that particular day in his robotics class building a robot. And so Josiah, you know, focuses on, I say that he bleeds band, because everything about him is about the band. You know, so much so, the student from Citrus Hill, Eric Simpson, he was applauding and congratulating you because he loves band, and he always applauds the successes of students that are involved in band. Josiah is so much so involved in band that he's applied for this band that's like an Olympic band, and they only accept college students in this band, and he has an interview, so he's now going to the second round. So we want to applaud him for those accomplishments and wish him luck and make sure that he gets that. So I'm not going to steal his thunder. He has much to say to you, but I am very proud of this student, Josiah Wallace.
Hello, my name is Josiah Wallace, and this is my dad and mom here. And my greatest contribution to the society here, the community here, is my horn playing. I play the French horn, and I've had an honor to play so much in my high school band, as well as been an honor to be invited to play with the college orchestra this year, as well as tour across the nation with the Vanguard Cadets over the summer, performing for many thousands of people all the way over to Indianapolis. The greatest lesson that I've learned through high school is that if you don't know how to do something, it does not mean you can't do it. There's ways to learn. There's ways to see, I don't know how to, but I'll take the challenge. I don't know how to, but hey, why not try? So you would be amazed how many things you can accomplish by just setting out and having a goal to do it. My colleges that I've applied to are Cal State Fullerton, Cal Poly Pomona, and UC San Diego. Why I picked these colleges is I want to do something in computer engineering. Now, as I said, I'm a music nerd, music geek. I love music. So I cannot let that passion die. So I've been conflicted for the past couple of months about, do I want to major in computer engineering or do I want to major in music? So both of them have perplexed my mind for the last couple of months, and I've decided to double major. I'm wanting to double major and do both and pursue both of my interests. So I want to thank the school board, I want to thank all my teachers for giving me the opportunity to learn, and thank you for all the sponsors.
To show you how smart my son is, he didn't tell me that I was allowed to speak this morning. So all I want to say is something that I think every single parent in here will understand and agree with, And it's just that I feel so blessed to have a son like Josiah, just like you guys all feel so blessed to have your sons and daughters. And it is truly an honor as a parent and a blessing from God that I have someone like him as a son. It's great. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce the principal of Vista Del Lago High School, Mr. Eric Swanson.
Good morning, everybody, and congratulations once again to all the Student of the Month winners. It's quite an honor. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce Vista Del Lago Senior Student of the Month, Stephen Vogel. He is here with his mom, Adriana, and his sister, Amber. And also, we do have our ASB director and a mentor to Stephen, Mr. Munoz, here with us. Stephen is a product of Moreno Valley. He spent his entire school career going through Moreno Valley schools, attending Armada Elementary, Landmark Middle, and he has spent all 4 years at Vista Del Lago. While at Vista Del Lago, he's been a great contributor to our school. He's in MECHA. He has, throughout his career, been in many clubs. One of the ones that he specifically mentioned to me is he is in our Pride Club, which he's very proud of, and he's a great contributor to that club as well. And so I know Stephen has a story, and I don't want to steal his thunder and take all his time. So without further ado, Stephen Vogel.
Hello, my name is Stephen Vogel, and as Mr. Swanson said, I've attended Vista for all 4 years, and I can say that walking in as a freshman, I was literally a different person than who I am today, and I struggled with my grades a bit freshman and sophomore year, but junior year I realized that I had to get it together, so, you know, I pulled through. And senior year has been really great. I'm a lot more involved in my school than what I've, usually been. I ran for homecoming king, which I never thought I would do, and I won. And yeah, just standing here, it's something that I never realized that I'd be doing. I never had the confidence to be here. And I'd like to thank my French teacher, Ms. Ruiz, for nominating me for Student of the Month. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here and all of the sponsors and my mom and my sister and Mr. Munoz. Yeah, thank you.
My name is Adriana Bovo, and I'm very proud of my son, Stephen. And thank everybody for being here today, this morning. I'm kind of nervous. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, I'm Amber Vogel, and I'm Stephen's older sister. And as one of the older siblings, you want your younger siblings to not go through the same struggles and the same mistakes that you went through. But you have to realize sometimes that they have their own journey and their own struggles to go through, and I just can't be more proud to give someone all of my love and support than my brother here.
As a proud ASB director of Vista Del Lago, and some of my fellow colleagues who are also ASB directors understand that homecoming week can be crazy. I met Stephen during homecoming week, and as the ASB director, you know who are the popular kids, the ones who are athletes and club members, the one that's going to win king and queen. But I didn't know Stephen. Stephen was the diamond in the rough. And it wasn't until that week that I saw this bright, shining diamond on our campus that was very popular with the student body. And like he said, he is not only our student of the month, but he's also our king. So I have so much admiration for what he's done to our campus in a positive way. He started this new club, and it's a great example and sends a strong message to our campus. And he's the member and leader of that. So much admiration to Stephen and congratulations.
Thank you so much for sharing, students. All the Student of the Month, may you please stand? You guys are all amazing, and students like you, Val Verde and Moreno Valley, have nothing to worry about. I want to share something that Roy said, and it really touched me. And he says, don't be afraid of failing. And me, growing up, I was always afraid of trying something because I didn't want to fail. Well, when we are afraid of trying something because we're afraid of failure, then we don't get to try it. So we already failed without even trying. And I thought that was very powerful. And even as adults, we think, yeah, maybe I shouldn't say anything, maybe I shouldn't do anything because I don't want to be ridiculed, I don't want to be talked about. It's just easier to stay below the radar, and sometimes that's not the right thing for us to do. So thank you for sharing that, Roy. And then also, I want to thank all the parents, and I think today we heard that common denominator said throughout the morning was thank you to my mom, thank you to my parents, thank you to my siblings. That is amazing because a lot of times, especially as teenagers, we grow up thinking there's really no one there for us. And there's so many people there for us, starting at home. And I know that a lot of kids think, you know, my mom is just too tough, or my dad just really is just too much. But they do it because they care and they love you, and you already know that. I ask this every month. Go back to school, and if you don't feel comfortable sharing your story of your struggle, but you know another student that's struggling in the same area you have, and you overcame it, talk to them about it. Kids and people are not mean. They're not born evil. We do and make bad decisions in life, and sometimes we act mean and we say mean things, but normally that comes from a tough part in our heart because we're struggling. So always show care and love for each other, and especially the students at your school. It always helps. This goes out to the adults in the room as well. We sometimes need to learn this also. So thank you so much for sharing. I'd like to call up two dignitaries that will share a few words with us this morning. From Senator Richard Roth's office, L.T. Holcomb, and Tiffany Tran from Assembly Jose Medina's office.
Good morning, everybody. How is everyone? Good. I want to say congratulations to not only the students, but to also the parents, friends, and educators who have raised and shaped such amazing, well-rounded, and capable individuals. Our office, we have created certificates for the students to commemorate this day. But although this is an enormous accomplishment today, this will only be one of the many in your near future. So just want to say, enjoy the rest of your high school. It goes by fast. And, you know, looking around, there is amazing community behind you guys. So know that we are all rooting for you. You guys are going to do great. It's clear that you guys have overcome so much. So again, congratulations.
Well, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Senator Richard Roth, I'd like to congratulate all of the students who are being honored here today. And further, I want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, staff, and administrators who poured into the lives of these young people. Students, congratulations again. Thank you for everything you have done so far and everything that I'm sure you will do. Make the world a better place and a safer place to be. Thank you.
Now I'd like to call up two school representatives, and I am very excited because we always know that we see these great students at school, and we hear these awesome teachers that care so much about our students, and we hear from the principals that are so dedicated to their schools, but there's always a top. And I think because of our superintendents and our administration staff at Val Verde and Moreno Valley, we have these wonderful leaders that are sitting in front of us today. So I'd like to call up from Moreno Valley Unified School District, Dr. Martin Rex Ketzior, our superintendent, who would like to share a few words. And we'll also have from from Val Verde Unified School District, Mark Lenore. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone, and on behalf of our Board of Education, I'm sure they introduced y'all, didn't they? But I want to say it again. I mean, I just told on myself I wasn't here the whole time. But I don't know if you got to meet them, but Mr. Johnson, who's right there, and Mr. Ba, who's right there. We had a board meeting last night that went till, quite late, and they left about 12 o'clock. Yeah. But they were here on time, and I got a text, I got informers telling me they were here already, and I thought, I'm proud of them, So, but I want the families in the community to know how proud we are of you, because it's quite a privilege to serve as the superintendent of such an outstanding school district where there's this kind of accomplishment and achievement in families that are here. And I want the students to know, yes, we're older people, and sometimes you'd like for us just to be near when you need something, but don't go near us when we don't need anything. But we like it when you say hello to us. And we like it when you let us know where you're at. Like I was at the Harkins Theater the other night, and the student from Moreno Valley High School said, "It's Dr. Kedziora" to all these students, and they went, "Who's that? Is he your doctor?" But it's really nice because that's what we're here for, and we're here for each other. And you might need some popcorn or something. So anyway, I just want you to know we appreciate you and we value you. Thank you for being here today.
Good morning, everyone. What a morning. We kicked off the new year, but today, the stories that we heard today were pretty amazing. I'll be honest with you, I've never run across too many students with a 4.8 GPA. I've never heard such a testimonial of an individual who overcame anxiety and now is such an articulate speaker. It's a very inspirational story. Also, congratulations on the Homecoming King. That's extremely... you sticking your neck out and doing something like that's pretty amazing. So, but everyone who shared their story, you just inspire me every time I come here. This is something we look forward to. But do you know what the two most popular words used this morning were? Anybody have a guess? Okay, 2 words: love and blessed. And I saw so many examples of that this morning, and thank you for reminding me about the importance of looking out for each other and the importance of just family in general. Have a great day and continue on, and we look forward to seeing you, all of the families here and students at the Student of the Year dinner. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And yes, students, there is a Student of the Year dinner that will be held in the month of June. Students will have to apply, so all of you are eligible for the scholarship. There'll be 1 scholarship given out from each one of the high schools. So you're just really competing with the other 7 students in your school. So chances are pretty good. Please, the applications will be going out end of March, early April. So be on the lookout for that. I'd also like to call up, last but again not least, Oscar Valdepeña from Moreno Valley Chamber of Commerce to say a few closing words.
Good morning. I have my notes here. It's always a pleasure to do this. I've been doing this for 10 plus years, and it's very exciting, and the stories always change. The atmosphere changes, the community changes, but you see our students adapting, and you see them embracing, and the biggest thing you see is them opening up. And the biggest thing as adults, as the leaders, as the professionals in this room, we're here for a reason. It's not because we were told you have to go to this, it's because we are here because we care and we want you to succeed. There was a lot of mention about challenges from some of the students and the principals, and I know the parents. And students, I want you to know that no matter how many challenges you have, look at the individuals in this room, especially your parents and beyond. If you can't get what you need or are uncomfortable, look at the other resources out there. You have to learn to reach out, to embrace, and to educate yourself further from what's happening in school. You can learn so much more just by shaking a hand, as Martin Rack said, saying hi to somebody else. And you never know how far that will take it to the next level and whatever successes you may come upon. Royford from Moreno Valley College, where you're sitting at, right over there, you mentioned failure. I give you credit right here at the podium in front of people you don't even know, telling people that you have failed. That takes encouragement, but you know what? We have all failed. And I think we need to embrace it, because if you can't embrace your failure, then you can't address it. And then once you address it, it's not really, I don't like the word failure, but it's really not, you've learned from it and you excelled. Failure is just a barrier, is how I like to see it, and you need to learn how to overcome that barrier, go around it, break it up, and just move forward. So you did a great job. That's what it's about. Failure is about learning more. Everybody that you see that's above in some type of capacity, they have failed before. You're not going to hear them go to a podium maybe and say it, but if you could start to believe that that failure is the beginning and you could improve on it, then you would do so much more. Last thing I'd like to do is, I mentioned I'm part of the Optimist Club in Moreno Valley, and we're huge supporters of this. We are a friend of youth in the community, and we do anything we can to support youth. So I'd like to leave from the chamber not only congratulations, but a little word from the Optimist. As students, I want you to promise yourself to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. Great job, students. Thank you.
I would also like to take a quick moment to call up Mr. Carlos Lopez from Moreno Valley College. He is the VP of Academic Affairs.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Like some other folks here, I didn't know I'd be speaking this morning. On behalf of the college and our president, Dr. Robin Steinbeck, we are honored to participate in this event and with our great partners at Moreno Valley Unified and Val Verde Unified. To the students today, I was in tears half the time in the back of the room, dabbing my eyes. Your stories are amazing. Your families are amazing. And cherish the support you're getting from them, cherish what you have now, and I really look forward to your future, both at Moreno Valley College or wherever you go. So thank you today, and congratulate yourselves. You guys are amazing, amazing people, amazing families today. So.
Okay, students, and every morning I get an email from John Maxwell, and if you don't know who John Maxwell is, he's a pastor, motivational speaker, an author, and a word gets sent to me every morning. And as I drive to these events, I do 3 a month, sometimes I'll look up the word and listen to the video, and sometimes I just see the word and I think, oh, I think it's probably going to apply. So this morning I actually, sorry guys. I touched it when I shouldn't have.
What happened to all the dinosaurs?
And my phone's not working. I don't know what it is. Every month it just. This morning.
Hi, this is John Maxwell, and the word I'm going to talk about. Hi, this is John.
There he goes. Sorry. I'm not very techy, as you can tell. But the word today was honor, and I didn't hear it. I just thought, whatever he's going to talk about, the word honor, I'm sure it's going to apply to the students. And you guys are just amazing, and the word honor and honoring our students here today and our students of the month is exactly what we're doing, because you guys are outstanding, and you guys, although you have overcome challenge, you maintain great grades, you're still giving back to the community as young adults. You're not, that didn't hit me until I was like 25 or 30, wanting to see what I can do to help others. I was not focused at your age and wanting to help others. And the fact that you guys do that says a lot about your character and your upbringing. So congratulations again. I'm going to end this morning with a minute with Maxwell, but students, don't forget to come and pick up your bags. Also, I'd like to thank, Eric, is it? Annie, and she brings gifts every month for our students as well. So thank you, Annie. Don't forget to see her. She has your envelope with your name and a gift for you. So from Auto Crafters, correct? International Auto Crafters. So thank you so much, Annie, for being here as well this morning. We do want to take pictures of all of our students, so we'll be taking the pictures in the back room, I believe. And we need an individual picture of each student and a group picture of all 9 students that are here today. And afterwards, if any dignitaries, parents, principals want to jump in the picture, you're more than welcome to do so. Thank you for being here this morning.
Maxwell, and the word I'm going to talk about in a moment is from Carrie. and she's from Boise, Idaho. She's a training specialist. And the word is team.
Wrong word.
Probably for a leader, maybe this is the most important word that we ever embrace, because leaders can't do it by themselves. When I wrote the laws of teamwork, I talked about the law of significance, that one is too small of a number to achieve greatness. And the best leaders are not just looking for a group of people to support them and help them. They're looking for a team of leaders where they can collaborate together and think together and create together. Here's what I want you to know about team, and this is what I think is very important in your life, Carrie, and in my life. Team members should complete us, not compete with us. So build a team that complements one another, and you'll have a team that will make a difference.
Sorry, kids, wrong word, but if you YouTube John Maxwell and honor, you'll hear it on your way home. Thank you so much and have a blessed morning.